My name is 5-3 and welcome back to SpyParty. Alright, let's get our first of 3 losses and then collect our 5 wins afterwards, eh? Anything available? Neat. Oh my god, there's no statues on the map at all. Well, bye. Nice try, bud. 15 seconds. I'm just gonna take that shot. No one else had previously interacted with and gotten a drink, so it had to be. Known 3, bug, seduce, and contact. So they have to each be done, and there's 9 guests here on the stage. That easily could have been a bug while I wasn't looking. That wasn't. That wasn't. Contact double agent's basically going to be the next point I get information. Gotta keep a close eye on that arm. Okay. Come on, contact a double agent for me, please. You've been talking a lot in this conversation, so that could have been like 1 seduction, and then you left the conversation and came back, and that was your 2nd seduction, and you've already bugged. But the real confirmation is going to come from the double agent. Standing directly behind the ambassador is a little bit dodgy there. No one seems to have added time to the watch. Was that a lean over and a bug? I don't think it was, but it could have been.
Banana bread.
Banana bread only happened while this guy was talking. I think this guy was talking as well. I know you were out of conversation, though. Game hasn't been won yet, so there's seduction still to go at the absolute least. If not bug. I'm kind of reliant on if the banana bread did go off correctly, the bug still not having been done. Because seduction, I just haven't gotten an eye in at the moment. A lot of people walking past the ambassador there, but I didn't think any of the arms swung wide enough. You came back to the conversation and immediately started talking. That could have been a seduction continuation. There's like 3 different targets here that I want to shoot. 4. Actually, 8. 9. I want to shoot everyone on this map. I'll guarantee the spy is down that way. Game, why won't you let me do it? What's a Geneva Convention? Alright. I'm going to start letting this time out. If anyone runs to anyone and immediately starts doing something, they're dead. Cool, they didn't do the bug. They were one of my highlights, but as I said, I was pretty much reliant on the people that I suspected with the highlights not being the people who could have done the bug. Next game. Because I kind of had to wait on that for a confirmation action, right? Because obviously, like a contact double agent, you perfect that, you get the green. You could have been anyone in the conversation at that point because you're not talking during the banana bread if you perfect the green. Didn't really give me too many options other than to just wait there, look for a bug. So if the bug had gone off early, I would have been like completely screwed. My god, there are way too many people on this map. It's 6 of 8 missions, but the amount of people on this map is making me very nervous. Wasn't that a body? I'm marking both of you just because I think one of those was a body, or I misremembered. I think with the amount of people on this map, I don't know if I can even track the statues at this point. Guess it's still on the tray though. Yeah, there's so many people in this. The amount of people in this and the amount of missions to complete, like the missions to complete is supposed to be the balance out for the amount of people on the map, I think here. But it's still, I think, in favor of the Spy, even with 6 missions to complete, just because of the amount of people on the map that I have to watch at any one time.
And the end of red.
Plus, they provide cover to one another as well. See, if anyone not at eye level was talking there, I couldn't see him. Expecting that guest list to go missing pretty soon. Still in the tray at the moment, low. So you went through that whole conversation and nestle yourself back basically where you were before, and you're talking now, aren't you? No, you're not. Interesting. Excuse me? The ambassador has nothing in hand. You just dropped the briefcase. What? So it was the person I thought it was, but this... Alright. Let's have a look at the action that happens here. Seduction target. Picks up briefcase. Ambassador. Stand still. Seduction target goes. Tries to hand it off. That's what happened. I thought the ambassador was still in this conversation the entire time. I didn't see them move, which is why I shot. That's really annoying, because I had her on the transfer of the microfilm. I didn't see the transfer of the microfilm, but I suspected she'd already done it. The Purloin guest list was happening at this exact same point in time. And in fact, if I looked at the guest list, I would have known that it wasn't Teddy. The bug had already happened. The contact had already happened. So I knew who it was. I was even looking at her. It's just, I got a confirmation action on someone else that I thought was so certain. But unfortunately, I had mistracked where the ambassador was at the wrong time. Well, it's our first of 3 for the losses. Head Hawk, by the way, so better see Head Hawk there at the very end. And that was Bod Head. A lot of walking alongside that ambassador. Looks a little suspect to me. Guess they're still on the tray. I think there's no chance anyone did an immediate swap at the start of this. I did take a long time during my marks, but I still don't think it was possible. You picked up the briefcase while the ambassador was already reading a book. I don't know the rules for that, though. Do people still start the delivery action even if it's doomed to fail? Was that you just turning a page, or was that you collecting a microfilm? Don't know your animation for it. Ugh. Pop that statue back down. Walk away. It's still ahead. Good. Guess it's still on the tray. See, that looks like a giant movement. Also, you just went from one bookcase to another. That could be a transfer of the microfilm. I haven't really got much in my camera at that point in time. Let's look over here. So at least I have a broader view. Like, I'm always going to be missing things on this map. Pretty sure that book didn't come from that side of the map. Guess this is still down though. Could be hiding just the removal of the microfilm there. Okay. Don't think I have enough information to keep you hiding. So still on the tray. If this is a transferable microfilm, you're transferring it to exactly the shelf you got it from, so... To me, that means you're just wasting too much time to actually be the spy. That's from one briefcase. Better go back there. Guest list, guest list, guest list. Yep, still on. Another weird arm movement, but it's at the same one as your previous weird arm movement. You are walking away with that book, though. She can catch a low light because I highlight her for moving that book away. Walk away. I want to see. It's a body. Good. Oh my god, you've spent so much time there that I'm giving you the low light. It's... Okay, guest list is missing. Who's got a drink? Start talking. For a flirt or something. Think it's you. But I'm waiting to see you sprint to and then try and do some spy action here. You're following, I think, the contact double agent there.
And the end of red.
You perfected the prompts, you're dead. Yeah. Was just running around like a lost puppy at that point. Following the contact double agent. Okay. Headhawk. It's Bodhead. Got it. That was some smooth low lighting of the cast, by the way. Excuse me? Get me in the CSGO finals for this year, please? Headhawk Bodhead, Headhawk Bodhead. Just gotta keep saying it until I make sure I remember it. It's easier to remember as a string of things than as disconnected and discrete objects. Guess this is still on the tray. And it's still on the tray even after a non-spy interacted with it, so that was not a perfect. Great.
And the end of red.
Banana bread whilst a drink is being collected, to me, that's not... I mean, it took me so long there for me to actually do my highlights. You're very near the ambassador, though. Go on, take it. Could have been a perfected prompt. Or it could just be a spy that's decided not to take the guest list in that circumstance. Gotta keep reminding myself, it is possible for a spy to just decide not to do a spy action because it might be too obvious for that spy to do at that point in time. It's looking like a very, very NPC delivery of the briefcase there. so still on the tray. My highlights at the moment are really kind of meaningless. Except for you. Xavier is dodgy. Although, if you bugged before Xavier, going near the ambassador again? Little bit dodgy. Why would you? Why would you risk it? Why would you risk being seen next to the ambassador again? Seen no swap, I've seen no bug. There has been contact, there could have been seduce, but I haven't got my eyes on anyone at the moment who looks like they've been doing a seduction by, you know, constantly going to and fro, same conversation.
Banana bread.
Okay, 2 of you were out of conversation when the banana bread went off. Like 2 of my highlights. And you just finished talking as well. Yeah. So I highlighted him off the final part there, but that's it. With Bug Ambassador, Contact Double Agent, Inspector, yeah, did all of the no hardtail ones. I'm heavily reliant on the hardtails. That's... See, I'm heavily reliant on the hardtails because every time I try and rely on the softtails, I shoot the wrong person. Bod. Hawk. Oh, that's real easy. So if they want to swap the statue at all, they basically have to do it instantly. But at the same rate, I should keep in mind, it's quite likely that they decide not to swap the statue. Just based off of the fact that, you know, it's so obvious that the statue is being swapped on this map. They're still very likely to go for, like, double inspect or something like that. Taking that briefcase all the way to the ambassador. Joining conversation that's completely empty after inspecting a statue is a little bit weird. Okay, Queen should be able to complete this delivery. No, you stopped early. But Helen Mirren was walking away. You're still holding the case, though. I'll give you a highlight for that. I don't want another situation where I shoot based off of that and I was wrong. This is going to be your second delivery of that briefcase. You did all that, you nestled yourself into a conversation with one of the possible double agents and next to the ambassador. Could be a spy action. You just picked up the briefcase while the ambassador is already interacting with something, and you've already got a highlight on you. That's not looking good for you, friend. Immediately started talking this conversation. Which would have had to be flirtation. And then you walked away. Okay. French Bonds there is getting a lot of suspicion from me. To the point that I'm looking for the swap to happen right now to try and finish out the mission. You just moved across? Oh, this could just be another inspect and then you win, though. Fine. Yeah. I think actually at the very end there, he was swapping the statue while I was... Wait, hang on, that was just a double inspect. So you weren't swapping the statue. Oh, right, that was going to be your flirtation completed. Moving back to that conversation. Good. Yeah, so was this? Yeah, this was. Immediately joined this conversation and started talking. That's part of the flirtation. And the delivery of that briefcase, Like picking it up while the spy is already the ambassador was already interacting with something. That was a little bit dodgy. Although, I don't know. Have I seen NPCs do that? If I had to guess, I would say probably. Okay, no bug, no swap. Purloin, inspect, fingerprint. Contact, seduce.
Banana bread.
Ooh. That's a lot of lowlights. Well, I'm just going to highlight my 4 remaining people. Thanks for the free lowlights, I guess? You just looked at a statue and then you walked across to look at another statue. That could be very suspect. That's someone who doesn't know how to inspect left statue, and now you've gone to the guest list. I'm looking for a purloin here. No one would have sent you. You refused a drink after ordering one at the bar. Bug? You're gonna have to bug in order to keep the riding crop lady alive. Say that much. I still think it's riding crop lady. But I don't think I need to shoot. And I don't think she's completed enough missions. I think she's going back to the bar to try and complete one now. That's a delegate if it was one. Really? Oh, yeah, fingerprint ambassador. The riding crop lady was so suspicious, though. So I did think J.K. Rowling had already inspected a statue at the start of the match, and then near the end had moved towards statues in order to inspect too. But I sincerely thought that it had to be riding crop lady. Well, looks like we're on a path for another 5-3 if I manage to win this one. The curse continues. Head, bod, head. Got it. Guess it's still on the tray. It's getting way too close to those bastards.
Banana bread.
Unfortunately, again, anyone not eye level, I cannot see whether or not they were talking. Guess this is still on there. J.K. Rowling, please take it. No. J.K. denied a drink. Okay. So she had her back to me while the contact double agent went off, so I couldn't really tell whether or not she was talking. But obviously the transfer of the microfilm was pretty obvious there. Yay! The curse continues! I'm only going to celebrate it here because otherwise it would have been a 4-4, and that's just tragic. Why? Why can I not game? For the moment, my name's been Rhapsody, the name of the game. It's been SpyParty. Hopefully you've been enjoying yourselves, and hopefully we'll see you next time. I'm gonna get an 8-8. It will happen eventually. Law of large numbers. It will happen if I just continue this series long enough. Just surely out of dumb luck. Like, imagine there's 20 guests at every single party, right? 5 of them are cast, so 15 guests at every single party. That's like a high estimation anyway. Let's say 10, right? 10 guests at every party, right? 10% chance that I shoot the right person every single time, and there's 8 different matches. So 10% of 10% of 10% of 10% of 10% of 10%. Basically, 0.1 to the power of 8. Whatever that is as a percentage, I just gotta, well, actually, whatever that is, as a fraction, I just have to complete the denominator amount of times. Right? Hopefully you've been enjoying yourselves, and hopefully we'll see you then.